There are conditions for halal slaughter. So we usually hear this a lot. This is dhabiha. This is halal to eat and consume, others are not. So what are these conditions? Number one, it relates and deals with the person doing the slaughtering. So we Muslims cannot eat meat unless it was slaughtered by one of three: a Muslim, a Jew, or a Christian person. Any other person doing the slaughtering, this is dead meat. We cannot eat it and we cannot consume it. And when it comes to Islamic sacrifice, such as hadi or udhiyah or aqiqah, it has to be a Muslim. So the sacrifice of a Jew or a Christian on our behalf is not valid according to the most authentic opinion. The second condition is that relates to the equipment itself. So how is the slaughtering going to take place? It can be slaughtered by anything or any object that is sharp and that can slaughter swiftly and quickly, with the exception of tooth and nails. What is a tooth? Teeth and nails are totally prohibited to be used because these were used by the Abyssinian. In their primitive lands, they used to cut with their sharp nails and maybe use the teeth of animals to slaughter. This is totally prohibited because the Prophet said, alayhi salatu wassalam, what sharp except teeth, the Prophet said, whatever causes the blood to flow, apart from teeth and nails, then eat. Providing, of course, that we mention the name of Allah Azza wa Jal, which will come after a while. Number three, that you have to get the two veins in the neck, they should be cut. And the best also to cut both the esophagus and the trachea. But if you just cut the two veins at the side of the neck, that would be sufficient, insha'Allah Azza wa Jal. Finally, the fourth condition is that the person slaughtering must mention the name of Allah. He must say Bismillah. And if he adds Bismillah, Allahu Akbar, that's no problem. Because anything that you do not mention the name of Allah upon is not considered to be halal. Allah Azza wa Jal says, and do not eat of that upon which the name of Allah has not been mentioned, for indeed it is a grave disobedience. So this is the thing that people must pay attention to. When should we slaughter the udhiyah? The timing of slaughtering the udhiyah begins after the conclusion, after the finish of udhiyah, of the Eid prayer. So we know that the Imam comes out when the people are waiting, and then he starts with the prayer, not with the khutbah. After he finishes the prayer, the khutbah begins. However, if the person begins to slaughter after he prayed with the Imam, his slaughter is accepted. If he does it before, his slaughtering is just for charity and it's not an udhiyah that is accepted. So the beginning has to be after the Imam finishes his khutbah. But the end of it, it extends for the day of Eid, the whole of it. The first day of Tashriq, the 11th, the 12th, the 13th day of Tashriq ends at sunset. Once the sun sets, the time of Udhiyah is over, as per the hadith of Al-Bara ibn Azib, who stated that the Prophet ﷺ emphasized the fact that the slaughtering should be after the conclusion of the prayer of Eid. And whoever does it before that, then his prayer would not be his udhiyah. I always mix up things with udhiyah and the prayer itself because they're interlinked. فَصَلِّ لِرَبِّكَ وَانْحَرْ. Offer your prayer to Allah Azza wa Jal and offer the sacrifice by slaughtering. So, offering the slaughtering before the conclusion of the prayer would not make it udhiyah, it's just charity meat. Offering it after the Imam finishes his Eid prayer, even if you do it before he concludes the khutbah, there is no problem in that, and that would be valid. هذا والله أعلم.